So my name is Igor. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Readdle. And before we start, how many of you think that you receive too much email and you spend too much time on it? Raise your hands here.
Not from NOAH, I hope.
Quite a lot. NOAH as well. So I hope that next year we're going to fix it for you. So before we dive into that, I'd love to give you some background on who we are and why we are in a position to do that. So is it working? Yep, it's working. So Readdle started 10 years ago when iPhone came out. And we launched the first product in 2007 to read documents and books on the iPhone. Since then, we made a portfolio of 8 successful products that are defining their own categories. These products have won numerous awards by Apple and press. But what's more important, we have a lot of people who really love what we do. In fact, there's like 75 million people who downloaded what we do. They use our products, and they trust us a lot. Some of our products define categories on mobile. For example, like scanning, with using your iPhone camera, or managing your calendars, or even managing documents on the mobile, or even as email, which we're currently working on right now. This is a team. We grew from 4 co-founders back in Ukraine and Odessa to an international team of like 120 employees in 7 locations worldwide. In fact, head of Apple Mail from Cupertino has recently joined our company this spring to build the future of email with us. But what we've built so far is really, really amazing. And we are very inspired, and we are very thrilled to share that with you. What we're going to build next is actually taking this to the next level. And we decided to address 2 big problems on the technology space right now. One of these problems is email, and the other problem is documents. So let's start with email. We have a master plan, very simple, 3-step master plan to redefine the email and build the future of it. The first part of it, actually, is very simple. It was to build an amazing email app for personal use. For anybody who uses email at all in their life or work, it's going to be the #1 go-to place to do it. The product is called Spark. It's live on the App Store. Check it out. Let me know what's good and what's not so good in it. Number 2 is to build email for teams. In fact, we are actually doing this right now. We are building that. And this is going to be a game changer of how small and mid-sized teams can get things done as a team, as a company, as an organization. Number 3 is to add proactive AI assistant to help people to truly deal with their inboxes, to save time, to save energy, and to be more efficient, and to get things going, not in technology, but with people around, with going out and figuring like what's the next big thing for you, whoever you are, and whatever you do. So we are launching Spark for Teams early next year. But before we do that, we have a couple of slots in our early access program. So if you think your team is interested, drop me a line at igor@readdle.com. I will be happy to squeeze you into the program, which is likely to start late November. Now let's get to documents. So the other part of the future we are building right now is around how do you handle documents on mobile. And the product is called Fluix. It was the first B2B product of our company 3 years ago, in fact. So we started with a way to digitize document flows. Surprisingly, most companies use paper in the field. If you go out of Silicon Valley, maybe like 100 miles, or leave New York, or leave London, and go a little bit further, you will see paper, you will see maybe email, but mostly fax, unfortunately, for people to get things done in the field. So with Fluix, we are taking the first step to digitize that. We turn documents into fillable PDF forms, and we build document workflows for that. What happens now is interesting, because as the company moves from paper to digital, they start to get more insights on what exactly is happening in the field, how exactly work is being done. Surprisingly, it's quite often very different from what they've seen or thought is happening in real life. So they get the correct, up-to-date, relevant data in the field, and they can run their businesses better because of that. What's even more interesting, as you have this data, you can start to act on this data. And you can benchmark your processes. And for most companies, being able to see where the inefficiencies are and where you can improve is the only way to become competitive or even survive. So Fluix is a success, almost overnight success for us. We never planned it initially, but we stumbled into that space almost by occasion. And as of right now, we have more than 400 companies of all sizes worldwide being our customers. Anything from a small hospital in Utah, where you have like maybe 4 or 5 nurses doing patient records, all the way up to giants like Siemens Wind Power, BMW, Henry Schein, Roche Pharma, and others who rely on Fluix in their day-to-day operations in multiple countries. And at Readdle, I could talk a lot about our failures. We've built 40 products, in fact, and 32 of those failed, and we learned from them. Or I could talk about how much energy we put into talking to customers. And we talk about 1 million times in these 10 years with our customers via email, voice, phone, or any other means. And we learned a lot from that. So at Readdle, our focus is to redefine productivity. And therefore, here at NOAH, this is our second time presence here, we are here to help. And I have actually to ask for help. And I have 3 asks. So we are looking for partners in building this future of productivity, future of email, and future of documents. Next year, we might be raising 10 to 20 million. So if you think this is of interest for you to build this space, let me know, drop me a line. I'm happy to onboard several more teams that are willing to try and fix their pain points today into Spark for Teams with email. Drop me a line, we're happy to add you to that program. And we are definitely looking for partners around integrations, product marketing, product distribution, and pretty much anything mobile-related at huge scale, because we are there to stay, and we are there to grow further. That's pretty much it. Thank you all.